What's up guys, and welcome to another video, and today we will be going over everything you need to know for the T side of Overpass, and without further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay, to start off, we will start with some smokes from T-Spawn. First smoke will be for B site. It is the smoke for bridge, the fastest one I could come up with, and it is from here. Get yourself into this corner here where the trash bags are. Look for this square where these open gaps from the fences. Nothing too perfect, but pixel perfect here. And then just jump throw your smoke. Bounces off the roof there, and lands just in front of the fence here. Because of the smokes in CS2, it does cover up this gap as well. Easy cross for you and your teammates to sight. Next up, we have a Molotov for B short, and it's there to stop your enemies from taking B short control early. First off, get started and stand here. Just about there on the shadow edge with your crosshair here, and look for the bottom bit of the B here, just at the bottom of the orange line in the middle there. Jump throw your Molotov, lands perfectly into short. If you are a routine player, a bit of experience, a bit of practice, you can do this on the fly. Just run here, stop there, jump, throw, and carry on. You don't have to be pixel perfect looking for the lineup on the floor. You can just do this on the run. If you're experienced, just get a bit of practice and you get a hang of it. Next up, we have the default B side smoke, the normal smoke you smoke on site so water cannot see you and heaven has a hard time spotting people coming out of monster. You go in front of this barrel before you add the tower, which was somewhere like there, but it still works if you go a bit lower. Put your crosshair right on this little meeting there from those three lines, and the smoke lands perfectly in front of the generator here, which smokes off most of the monster position there and just gives you a bit of more cover for side. But as soon as the smoke evolves, it does cover up a bit more from your cross from short. An alternative to the default B side smoke, which is a bit more effective I think, but it's a bit more dangerous to throw it from, is from here. You combine it with the bridge smoke as well, so you're both in one. First off, for the bridge smoke, look for this corner here. Follow it up to this pin, which is nothing special, just look like that, and then left click your smoke. And then for the default side smoke, which is the top of this, if you're approaching to B, beware, there are people from monster that can peek you, so you need a team or a smoke at least to cover you. So first smoke is here, up there. Next smoke is from here, the same thing, and just there, which is a better combination there. It's land furthermore right, so it has a bit more cover here and covers off the bridge of the B site. Next up, we'll go over the three smokes that will be thrown from short. First off, the heaven smoke. Normally, it's still the same point here. Normally, you would throw your smoke from here or from there, depends on what your lineup was, but now you can throw it in CS2 only from here, maybe a bit lower, because there's a metal bar here, so the default one doesn't work from CSGO. Just go for this cable here in the middle there, and it lands perfectly on top into heaven, covering off your cross to sight. Okay, next up we will have the cross smokes for B. First one is the right side, second one will be left side. The right smoke will be thrown from left and vice versa. First off, get into this corner here, look for this tip up there, just the tip of the edge, and left click your smoke. Smoke goes nicely and covers up the monster position there for you and your teammates to cross. Next up, we have the same smoke as the default B side smoke, which will be thrown from short, this time from the railing here. Just get on the railing all the way back to the wall. Look for those two lines where they meet up here. Just there where they join, aim with your crosshair as shown, and then left click your smoke. Smoke goes nicely, bounces off the pillar a bit. It gets stuck in those edges, but it doesn't matter. It still covers off the water position here. With your monster smoke and bridge smoke combined, you can go for a nice plant here if you want to go for a fast plant, or take the heaven smoke and then go for water or CT control. Next, we have another Molotov, which is for the barrels for toxic, as some people call it. It would be from the same position as from where you threw the default B side smoke from short. throw your smoke like this, and then go for your Molotov, and then go for this point up here, and then while you're running towards B, just drop your Molotov, and it lands perfectly deep into the barrel's position, forcing enemies either towards monster or behind water. While you and your team take water control here behind sight, you can easily get your first kill and your entry on B. Okay, next up we have another smoke for heaven, which is more of an after plant smoke there. So if you plant the bomb, smoke has faded, is fading, or hasn't been existing at all on heaven, this smoke is for you. So plant the bomb, go backwards here towards this wall here, look for this little dot up there, and then let go of your smoke after you pass this wooden thing and walk backwards. Be careful so you don't actually really cross here, so that would be the end of your life if an orb is at heaven already. So stand here. All in all, this should look something like this. Go for the dot and then walk out, go backwards, and the smoke lands perfectly heaven. Obviously, don't peek out before the smoke has popped, and then after that, you're safe to go. Next up, the last smoke for B, and it will be for heaven as well. You can use it as a fake smoke or use it because you're the only player who has a smoke and you're on A, or we're approaching to A. They need a heaven smoke, whatever. This smoke took me ages and hours to develop and get it working consistently, and it is pretty fun. If you like challenges, this smoke is for you. First off, get yourself into this corner here, crouch down and look for the metal pillar right next to the umbrella there, and where those meet up here, so with your crosshair as shown. Then you stand up and run, shift run, until you hit this beam there, and then just jump throw. All in all, this should look something like this. Smoke goes nice up there and lands perfectly into heaven. It does have to be pixel perfect because it only lands right on this edge here, so a bit higher doesn't work, a bit lower it doesn't work either. Next up, we will cover a site, and we'll start off with the default smokes for trash and bank. Obviously, first off, for the first trash smoke, this one is for trash, go to this E box there and look for this gap up here. If you want to go for a fast smoke, it's just an alternative lineup to the default ones. First off, as I said, get to the electric box and look exactly where those lines all meet together. Jump throw. Smoke goes nicely over the building and lands perfectly towards trash, stairs, dumpster, whatever you want to call it, but covers off everything you want to approach the site. Okay, next we have two smokes which will be thrown from the same position, one for trash and one for bank. First off, get in front of this bench, or in the corner here at this bench. Look for the tip top of this corner here from the building, and then just jump throw your smoke. Smoke goes nicely over the building and lands perfectly towards stairs or trash here to cover off everything you want to do towards site. The second one, as I said, will be thrown from the same position and is for bank. You get into this corner here, you throw your smoke for trash, and then you look for this beam up here just to the tippy top of that, and then jump throw your smoke there, and it lands perfectly after bouncing off the default box on site, perfectly inside of bank, leaving no gaps for enemies to peek you out. Because you never know where you will be approaching from, we have another alternative, obviously from long. First off, get into this corner here. This smoke is for trash or stairs as well. Get into this corner here, as I said. Aim with your crosshair as shown, which is just the edge of the pillar up here, and then just jump throw your smoke. Smoke goes nicely and bounces off the wall, lands perfectly in front of trash, smoking off everything and no vision for enemies possible. Next up, we have an entire set piece which will be thrown from long as well. It will smoke off bank, trash, and even truck. If you want to molly truck, you can do this as well instead of smoking. So two smokes for Molotov, get them dropped by your teammates. First off, get in front of this pillar. We'll do the bank one first. Look up for this tippy toppy leaf there. Aim with the crosshair as shown, and then just left click the smoke. Nothing special involved. Lands perfectly in front of bank, bounces off the bin there, and lands in front of bank, leaving no vision for enemies at all. The second piece of utility for this set will be for trash. First off, same thing as before, get in front of this pillar here. Look for these 3 lines in between the second and the third line from the bottom. Just get your crosshair aligned here as shown, and then just jump throw your smoke. Smoke bounces off the edge here and lands nicely in front of the trash. After the smoke has evolved a couple of seconds, there is no vision for your enemies here either, so you can cross to side safely. Okay, the third smoke for this set will be for truck. First off, as before, get yourself in front of this pillar in the middle. You have thrown your bank smoke, thrown your trash smoke, and now it's time for the truck smoke. You look for the top of the building here. Nothing too special, not pixel perfect. Very easy to find, very easy to remember. And then just left click your smoke. Lands perfectly on top of truck, smoking off this corner and all vision from truck towards the toilets. The next thing to do is a Molotov for truck. If you think you don't need a truck smoke or you only have 2 smokes on your team, then go for the Molotov instead. First off, get in front of this pillar again, which is the same as before. Do your bank smoke and your trash smoke, and then you can look for this billboard up top here, just to the tippy top right corner there. Take a step forward and it would land nicely in front of the truck, molly out that corner, and even evolve this default position behind here and burn out enemies awaiting you to cross sight. The last smoke for A and for today will be one for bank, because I like to play this position. I get on here, just align myself with my crosshair there between the fence and the vent, nothing too pixel perfect, and then I can hold this angle from here just if someone wants to try and peek long. You can do it with an AWP, with an AK, whatever, and then the good thing is you don't have to move because you got your crosshair aligned there and you can see everything. Look up towards this tree and look for the very far left leaf here. It moves, but it doesn't really matter. It's not pixel perfect, so get it somewhere on that leaf and it goes perfectly in front of bank, in front of the trash there, and covers off every vision from enemies towards sight there. Last thing for today will be a flash from connector towards B short, because sometimes you have to approach to B short and you're in a 1v2, 1v1 situation, just want to clear out some angles, so this flash would be for you. First off, stand up in this corner here, go for the crouch, and look where that beam actually meets with this stairwell here, just like that, and then just left click your flash. It goes nicely through the window. Yes, you can hear the bounce, but it doesn't really matter because they still have to turn around or something. If you want to come with your teammates from short or even from B side, you know, when it's short, you're alone, you want to just approach, just clear some angles, then this flash would do his best just to help you out and maybe even get a frag. Okay guys, that was it for the video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video where we will cover up everything you need to know about the CT side of Overpass. Maybe we'll get it done this year, maybe in 2024, I'm not sure, but I'll have a lot of shorts getting uploaded at the meantime because I'm not going to be there over Christmas. So I'll hope you have a nice Christmas and a happy new year, and we'll see you in 2024 for more epic content. See you then.